The boring bar machines them perfectly concentric and parallel. This operation is critical for crankshaft alignment. With a
The spray gun creates an electric arc that melts the silicon aluminum wire feedstock. The molten material sprays onto the cylinder bore surface at supersonic velocity.
A close-up shot showing the cylinder bore after Locasil coating. The surface has a matte gray appearance with a slightly rough texture from the thermal spray process.
The GT3 RS crankshaft is forged from high-strength steel in a complex three-dimensional shape with 6 crank pins for the A look at the GT3 RS crankshaft, highlighting its complex geometry. Note the 7 main journals, polished.
The GT3 RS uses titanium connecting rods for their exceptional strength-to-weight ratio. Each rod
The connecting rod big end is being precision machined. The big end has a 2-piece design that clamps around the crankshaft half journal.
The small end of the connecting rod is bushed with a bronze bushing for the piston pin. The bronze bushing is pressed into the small end bore with an interference fit.
For a smooth-running engine, all connecting rods must weigh the same within 1 gram.
The GT3 RS is forged with a complex coloss crown shape,
The specification for the end gap is 0.30 millimeters. We use the go-no-go gauge to ensure proper thermal expansion.
The GT3 RS cylinder heads are complex castings with intricate port designs for maximum airflow. A ball nose end mill follows a complex three-dimensional path, creating smooth flowing contours that maximize volumetric efficiency.
The chamber has a complex squish band geometry that creates turbulence for efficient combustion.
Each insert is cooled with liquid nitrogen to minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit, causing thermal contraction. After installation, the guide bore is reamed to 6.00 millimeters, with 0.02 millimeter clearance to the valve stem. Titanium construction reduces reciprocating weight by 40% compared to steel valves, enabling higher engine speeds. A precise tap with the plastic hammer seats the retainer. Apply upward tension to the spring to confirm secure installation.
A polishing wheel with fine abrasive compound burnishes the journals to a mirror finish. Surface fit. The marks indicate proper installation position. Timing mark alignment is critical, even one tooth error.
The PDK transmission uses two separate clutches, one for odd gears and one for even gears. This allows the next gear to be pre-selected.
The clutches use carbon fiber composite friction material bonded to aluminum core plates. The carbon friction material can handle extreme temperatures and torque.
Each bearing shell is a tri-metal construction with steel backing, copper-lead intermediate layer, and polymer overlay.
The measurement shows 0.04 millimeters, perfect specification.
The connecting rod big end is positioned onto the crankshaft rod journal. The bearing cap is positioned.
All 6 pistons are now installed. The connecting rods extend to the crankshaft, creating a The hydraulic tensioner automatically maintains proper chain tension. A spring-loaded piston extends to take up slack.
This critical verification ensures valves open and close at precisely correct crankshaft positions. Even one-tooth timing.
6 bolts secure the pump to the engine block with precise mounting depth critical for gear mesh.
The tube must position precisely 8 millimeters above the pan floor. Too close restricts flow,
The gaskets are multi-layer steel construction with elastomeric coatings providing superior sealing. Precision cut open.
Bringing it down slowly.
Watch the front dell, we're almost there.
Looks aligned. Set it down.
A tracking shot moving across the top of the engine showing both cylinder heads now installed. The flat 6 configuration has the cylinder heads extending horizontally.
These hydraulic actuators can advance or retard camshaft timing by up to 40 degrees, optimizing performance across the RPM range.
The GT3 RS intake manifold is a work of art. Individually tuned runners optimized for maximum airflow and velocity.
An extreme close-up shot of intake manifold gaskets being positioned on each cylinder head intake port. The gaskets are multi-layer steel with fluoroelastomer coating.
The entire titanium exhaust weighs only 29 pounds, 45% lighter than a steel equivalent. The weight
The GT3 RS requires exceptional cooling capacity to maintain optimal temperatures during track use.
Single crate. The GT3 RS uses 2 oil coolers, one for engine oil and one for transmission oil.
The GT3 RS chassis arrives from the body shop as a complete galvanized steel unibody structure.
Okay, easy now. Watch the clearance on the left.
Got it. Push up slightly.
Looks aligned. Send it home.
Pinnacle.
The GT3 RS uses a sophisticated multi-link rear suspension with 5 links per side controlling.
These adaptive dampers, controlled by the PSM system, feature external reservoirs for the high-pressure nitrogen gas.
We set both adjusters to the baseline position 8 clicks from full soft. This provides balanced damping for both street driving and track use. The GT3 RS uses massive carbon ceramic brake rotors measuring 410 millimeters front and 390 millimeters rear.
The massive 6-piston front brake caliper, positioned over the 410mm carbon ceramic rotor, machined from aluminum billet. The GT3 RS wheels are forged aluminum center-lock monoblock designs in a glossy black finish.
The sensors measure both tire pressure and temperature, transmitting data wirelessly to the vehicle computer every 10 seconds.
Multiple balance cycles verify perfection, critical for smooth operation at 200 mph track speeds.
Alignment looks good on the left side.
Confirmed. We are clear for the final approach.
A dramatic overhead shot as the chassis is lifted by an overhead gantry crane, while the powertrain remains stationary on the floor-mounted lift cart.
The GT3 RS uses semi-rigid engine mounts that reduce vibration transmission while maintaining precise powertrain positioning.
Bring it down another 10 millimeters. Watch the clearance on the right suspension arm.
Clear. Got the alignment pin.
Hold the mid-pipe steady. I'm securing the V-band now.
Got it. Check the clearance on the left side.
Looks good. Final torque on the front clamp.
The torque specification is 8 Newton meters, creating a leak-proof seal without gaskets that can fail. The GT3 RS uses a lightweight lithium-ion battery weighing only 21 pounds compared to 45 pounds for conventional lead-acid batteries.
Electrostatic application achieves 95% transfer efficiency, minimizing paint waste.
The oven uses infrared heating elements that raise the panel temperature to 180 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. Each panel receives 3 medium coats with 10-minute flash time between coats. The metallic silver This level of finish quality requires precise spray gun technique, optimal booth conditions, and high-quality materials.
After painting, every panel undergoes final inspection under high-intensity LEDs. We look for any
The carbon fiber wing spans 59 inches. The swan neck design minimizes disruption to airflow under the wing.
For track use, a 15-degree angle is optimal, balancing downforce and top speed.
The front splitter extends 4 inches forward, creating downforce. Side skirts channel air away from the underbody. The massive rear wing dominates the rear view.
Torque is set on the left bolts.
Confirmed. Moving to the steering column connection now.
We're installing the lightweight bucket seats now. We use the 4 mounting bolts and torque them precisely to 45 millimeters.
The 10.9-inch touchscreen provides navigation, audio, and vehicle settings, along with
The headlight has 4 separate LED projectors, creating the low beam, high beam, and cornering light functions.
Look closely at the clear coat under the light here.
All right, let me note that down for adjustment.
The pinnacle of Porsche motorsport engineering, demonstrating the uncompromising pursuit of performance perfection.
This is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS track car.